Time now for Jody's Gems. As always, brought to you by E.D. Marshall Jewelers. The one and only Jody Jackson knows all, tells all around the Cardinals and whatever else she wants to on this segment. 6-4 at the break. I'm going to ask you directly, Jody. Pretenders, contenders. The Cardinals at 6-4.
I think contenders, Brad, and last week I think you asked me playoff team. I said yes, they are. You look at what they've done over the last 2 weeks, and look, I know a lot of people said going into this stretch of Bears Jets that these were winnable games. They're at home, but we know in the past the Cardinals have sometimes faltered, especially at home. What they've done is, what do we have? 29-9 against the Bears, 31-6 against the Jets. My higher math from the University of Miami tells me that's 60-15. Now I got to get it right. 60-15, outscoring teams, just punishing them on defense. This defense has been fun to watch, incredible to watch. And Kyler Murray, really two different games for him, right? He didn't really have to do a whole lot against the Bears. They were pounding people on the ground with that rushing attack. And now Kyler Murray, what he showed me against the Jets, a team that came into the game really good against the pass. And they just came in. You could see the game plan was to throw all over that Jets secondary. Kyler Murray was on target. And, what he did after that huge hit was incredible to watch. So you're seeing a lot of growth here from Kyler Murray. And I know we've seen flashes at times, but what we saw against the Jets was as good as it gets from him.
Okay, this is what we do in the business. That is, we play this out. So you're saying, contender, I am on the fence. I'm on the fence, but I believe they're going to be a postseason team, and here's why. They play at Seattle after the break. Usually going to Seattle doesn't end well, but I think that this is a team that can get that done. Then they go to Minnesota. Then they come home to Seattle. Then they have the Patriots and Panthers in back-to-back weeks. Come on. If there was ever a point where you were not a pretender, it would be those two games. And then they have the Rams in LA and the 49ers at home. It's going to come down, the way I see it, to those last two games if they don't stub their toe. You split with
Yeah.
Seattle. What am I? I'm seeing here, Jody, I see a path to 10. This is like the presidential election. I see a path.
Well, yeah, you gotta win Arizona. You gotta win your road games. You gotta, yeah. No, I'm gonna do my Steve Kornacki impression now. How do you do it? I
Right.
mean, what you say makes a lot of sense. However, so many things change, and you hope their health stays pretty good.
I'm curious from your perspective, and if you can give the audience a glimpse inside the organization, what do you like most about Jonathan Gannon?
Yeah, I mean, he is a guy that's very no nonsense and very a word that he uses a lot, which is serious. So, when he comes into the media room and he's talking to us, I mean, a lot of times he's like this. I have noticed the last couple, it feels like I mean, I don't know if it's loosening up is the right term, but you could tell he's having fun for sure. Where I think at times last year, even though they were seeing improvements, and even in training camp, it was training camp is like his most business-like moments. It's very interesting when you see the progression. But I love how he and his coaching staff I mean, you can tell how dedicated they are to what they're doing, and every minute of the day, it's going right. How can we get better? How can we coach these guys up? They believe that they could coach these guys up. I mean, I think that when they see what they have on the plate, right? Monty Austinford has laid it out. This is your group of players, and they have coached them up to the point where these guys truly believe they can scheme up anybody. They are using the players' strengths to the team's strengths. And I just think that now that he's seen a little bit of the reward coming, you can see him, smile a little bit here and there, but he's a guy that believes in everything he preaches about this team and the discipline he's instilled. You look at how young these guys are, Jonathan Gannon in particular. They're so young, and yet they are very disciplined. They're kind of old school in that way, and they want their team, and they know that's the path to success. And the players have bought into that. You can see that because this is a team that doesn't beat themselves. And that's number one, Brad. I mean, you can't be going out there, and I think it really shines a light on too what we've seen in the past too, the coaching that where it was deficient. And so it's been very impressive to me what JG has done in a really short amount of time.